for today's Bhagavath Katha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Swamiti Namine. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Swamiti Namine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell Hare Krishna mantra loudly twice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I express gratitude and many praises to him for the golden opportunity to give it to all of us for going back to Godhead. All glory to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radha Rani and Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Hare Krishna. We are doing Bhagavath Katha, Canto 1, Chapter 9. We will be starting from verse 8 onwards. And this is about the disappearance of Bhishma from this world and after completing the Kurukshetra war. He will be instructing lot of dharma to Pandavas and all the rishis who are there. So already we have done 7 verses in this chapter. We are continuing from 8th onwards. I shall do the verse slowly 3 times. Repeat after me. Thereafter I will do the narration. Prabhuji, can you come this side please? Anyecha Munayo Brahman Brahmarta Adayo Amalaha Shishye Upeta Ajagamuhu Kashyapa Angira Adyaha Anyecha Munayo Brahman Brahmarta Adyo Amalaha Shishyer Upeta Ajamuhu Kashyapa Angirasa Adyayaha Anyecha Munayo Brahman Brahmarta Adayo Amalaha Shishyer Upeta Ajamuhu Kashyapa Angirasa Adayaha Anyecha Munayo Brahman Brahmarta Adayo Amalaha Shishyer Upeta Ajamuhu Kashyap Angirasa Adayaha. The word to word meaning of this is Anye means many others. Cha also. Munayaha sages. Hare Krishna, the curtains will be open for darshan. You can sit and have darshan and continue in the class. Munayaha sages. Brahman, O Brahmanas, Brahmarta, Sukadeva Goswami, Adayaha. Hare Krishna. Adayaha and such others, Amalaha, completely purified, Shishyaha, by his disciples, Upetaha, accompanied, Ajagamuhu, arrived, Kashyapa, Angirasa, Adayaha and others. The narration of this verse and many others like Sukadeva Goswami and others purified souls, Kashyapa, Angirasa and others all accompanied their respective disciples arrived. In the yesterday's was, I told there were many, many great sages. Like Narada Maharshi was there, Parashara Muni was there, Vasishtha Maharshi, Jamadagni, Parashurama. So many people were there. Along with them, even now again they have Kashyapa, Angiras also arrived over there. Because Bhishma is a great soul. He is a devotee of Krishna. Though he was on the Adharma side, on the Kaurava side, since it was the decision of Krishna for the Bhishma to stay in their side. But he was a devotee of, pure devotee of Krishna. He has given us the Vishnu Sahasranama, 1,000 names of the Krishna. There are many, many names to Krishna, but he could even tell only 1,000 names. The reason it is beginning and ending is innumerable. We can't count. So he has given us 1,000 names that is detailedly given in Mahabharata. Sukadeva Goswami, the famous son and disciple of Sri Vyasadeva. Sukadeva is the son of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the son of Parashara, who is the grandson of Vasishtha Maharshi. Like that family, the progeny is continuing. So even Sukadeva Goswami is also them, who has taught him first the Mahabharata and then the Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami recited 14 lakhs of these verses of in Mahabharata in the council of Gandharvas. See, this Mahabharata, what is available in the earth is only 1 lakh verses. But otherwise, Vyasa Bhagavan has compiled it in 60 lakh verses. He himself has told in the Mahabharata, first chapter of the Adi Parva, first Parva. And he has, when he was his son, Sukadeva Goswami's mother's womb, like when Prahlada was in the womb of his mother, Narada Maharshi has initiated with him Ashtakshi Mahamantra, Om Namo Naranaya. Here, Vyasadeva's son Sukmaharshi was in mother's womb for how much time can anyone tell? He was there for 16 years. 16 years. In today's time, as soon as 9 months is over, they will run to the hospital and get it syringe because they are scared something wrong is going to happen. But whereas Sukadeva Goswami was in mother's womb for 16 years because he never wanted to come out and get attracted to this nature. And during this 16 years period, all the 60 lakhs slokas of Mahabharata is instructed to Sukadeva Goswami by his father Vyasa Bhagavan. Also, he has instructed Bhagavatam, 18 Puranas, Upapuranas, everything. And as soon as he was delivered, he never stayed there. Just he tied a lion cloth around his genitals and just made pranam to his mother and father and he left because he was matured. Though even Vyasa Bhagavan has compared all this thing, he slightly felt in a different way. He tried to weep because his son, as soon as delivered, is going away. But Sukadeva Goswami is more matured. Again, Vyasa Bhagavan, it's not that in the human form he has expressed his emotions, but he is the incarnation of Krishna himself. He is incarnation of Krishna. So that emotions he expressed, but Sukadeva Goswami went away like that. And though there were many women who were bathing in the rivers and ponds all around the path, but they felt shy and they turned away. But Sukadeva Goswami, has equally treated both men and women equally. Because we are all, before Krishna, we are all women. We are all his wives. We are all his wives, he is our husband. He is our boss. He is our father, mother. Like that, we have 9 types of relations with Krishna. So, this Sukadeva Swami went to Parikshit Maharaja, where he was he was cursed by the Muni that he would die within 7 days by a snake bite, Takshaka, snake bite. So he left his kingdom to his son Janamejaya and went and in the seashore of the Ganges, he on a single pillared building went on the top and stayed to escape from the Takshaka snake bite. But what has to happen, it will happen. At the end of the 7th day, Takshaka came and bit him. But he tried. And during these 7 days, he did not want to live. But in these 7 days, he wanted to do do something good for his own self. So when he was thinking at that time, the Sukamarsi, he came to Parikshit Maharaja. Whatever Bhagavatam, I'm telling, all this thing was 18,000 verses in Sanskrit. It was narrated to Parikshit Maharaja. No narration, just slokas were recited. And he understood because they were all learned scholars at that time. Since we do not know a single word of Sanskrit, here I am reading out the slokas, making to read, as well also I am explaining each and every word. But in those days it was not required. All kings, everybody were in literates in Sanskrit. So Sukadeva Goswami Brahmartha, the famous son and disciple of Sri Vyasadeva, who after learning all this Mahabharata from his father, he went to Gandharvaloka. There he, like we do the Mahabharata here, we are doing on every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, every day I am telling. And the same Mahabharata was recited, all the 14 lakh slokas in Gandharvaloka by Sukamarsi. And the councils of Gandharvas, Yakshas and Rakshasas, he recited the Srimad Bhagavatam for the first time in the presence of Maharaja Parikshit. And this this Bhagavatam is in 12 cantos. 12 cantos, totally 18,000 verses. He recited everything day and night, 7 days, without having any water or food. Both Parikshit Maharaja, Sukamarsi, as well as some of his ministers, close friends who are with Parikshit Maharaja. He thoroughly studied all the Vedic literatures from his great father. When he was in the womb of his mother itself, he has gained all this knowledge. Why we need to hear this Bhagavatam or Mahabharata or Ramayana? Can anybody tell, please? Why we need to read? Because Mahabharata is which has taken place, not as some myth or mythology. It is a real history, it's an epic. Epic means real history. In social studies we read about Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan and all those things. They are all known as history. But this Mahabharata, so far it is not taught in the schools in detail. But this is an epic, like any other thing. This is an epic, it's not a myth at all. And this happened just 5,300 years ago. Similarly, Ramayana is also an epic. It has taken place during Treta Yuga, that is about 10 to 11 lakhs years ago. All this is very much there, and it teaches us the righteous path. It teaches us the righteous path we need to follow. What is Dharma? When Pandavas have followed the Dharma path, Sri Ram, he is the Supreme Lord. Being Supreme Lord as in a normal human form, he followed the Dharma. He followed the Dharma, and Hare Krishna, please, you have darshan from the, okay, please. So everybody, Rama also followed Dharma, but he suffered because he went to forest for 14 years, and along with Lakshmana and Sita, he was there for 13 years in the forest. But in the last 14th year, just before the 14th year, Ravana kidnapped Sita. Again, Rama and Lakshmana have to suffer in going in search of Sita, fighting with Ravana. So, even in Mahabharata, Pandavas, they followed the Dharma path, but they have to suffer. They had to suffer for 13 years. 12 years they were in the forest. But when Rama went to forest, along with him, 80,000 people went. All from belonging to all, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Sudras, everybody they went. Everybody they went, but, and Dharmaraja fed them for the 12 years. In the 13th year, because he has to stay in exile, he sent away all the 80,000 people, just those 5 Pandavas and Draupadi, they remained in Virat Nagara in exile. Nobody recognized them as Pandavas. So, by following Dharma, we need to suffer. We will be suffering. That you should have Sahana Shakti, Sahana Shila, that is, you have to have tolerance. when you have the tolerance, see Rama after in exile for though he is a supreme God, suffering like ordinary human being for 14 years in the forest, he ruled over the entire world for 11,000 years thereafter. 11,000 years he ruled and he enjoyed everything. Again for the 1,000 years he was without Sita, but Kushan and Lava, his sons were with him. And in the Mahabharata time, though these people, they were in exile for 13 years, including Agnatavasa, they also enjoyed the ruling over the entire world as emperor for 36 years. Thereafter, Parikshit Maharaja, who heard the Bhagavatam first from the mouth of Sukha, he ruled over the world for 60 years. And thereafter, Janmejaya, his son, ruled for 200 years. And after Janmejaya, 10 more progenies of the Pandavas, they lived for about 100 years each, about 1,000 years that means. And thereafter, since they became weak, other small kings who defeated those kings became today's country, which are divided into different parts. Otherwise, the entire world was Bharata Desha. Not just what in the map India, what is so-called India is Bharata Desha. The entire world was Bharata Desha. And the entire rule, this was ruled by emperors. Thus he was completely purified soul by the dint of his extensive knowledge in the principles of religions. Dharma means what? Need. See, in the Mahabharata, I explained in detail for about 2.5-3 months, I explained in detail. But now I can, because you have all come only now, I am telling you Dharma means in simple words, you need to be honest. You should never tell dishonest. Even for fun also, you should never tell dishonest. You should only tell honest. You should be truthful words, whatever it is. And ahimsa, you will not do harm anyone. Anyone means not human beings. Not even the ant or mosquito, you will not harm them. They are living for their purpose. It's for a struggle for existence, for everybody. Even we are also struggling for existence. Somebody struggles for doing some work, somebody becomes a lawyer or doctor, engineer, or somebody does only some masonry work, like some small jobs we'll be doing. So everything, it is struggle for existence. Similarly, all insects, animals, trees, everything, they are also living beings. Just they are existing with all struggle. They are also suffering. They are also suffering. So we should not harm anyone. We should help everybody. We should help everybody. When you have your food in the morning, after it is made in the kitchen, you please offer it to the God as a gratitude because He has given us. Again, then after offering, just take some food and put it outside around the house so that some insects would come and eat or some animals would eat. And also, you treat your guests. You, along with family members, you have the food. If the timings are different because there is Kali Yuga, everybody goes in different timings. So you can leave them whatever food is required for them and you have it yourself. Like that you have to share. Even to the beggar also you give in the form of food, not in the form of currency. If you give in the currency, they do some wrong, you will get sin out of that as a share. If they do good, you won't get anything. So this Mahabharata Sabha Parva 4.11 it is understood that he was also present in the royal assembly of Maharaj Yudhishthira. Sukadeva Goswami, he was there also during the Sabha Parva, it seems. And Yudhishthira at the fasting of Maharaja Parikshit, as a bona fide disciple of Sri Vyasadeva, he inquired from his father very extensively about the religious principle and spiritual values. And his great father also satisfied him, teaching him the yoga system. Yoga system means today we take it in a wrong way. Whatever they are teaching, it's also part of yoga, but we are taking it as an exercise. It's not the exercise. It's a cleansing our entire body for spirituality, attaining spirituality to follow the dharma part. So today it is only a part of a gym activity. And the Vyasadeva also satisfied by teaching him the yoga system by which one can attain the spiritual kingdom. Our yoga, whatever yoga we do, to achieve the spiritual kingdom, we need to practice. When you just read Bhagavad Gita, that is a yoga. In every chapter, there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. Every chapter is told as yoga only. Every chapter is told as Bhakti Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, all different yogas. First one is Arjuna Vishada Yoga, second is Sankhya Yoga, third one is Karma Yoga, fourth one is Jnana Yoga, fifth one Karma Sannyasa Yoga, sixth one Atma Samya Yoga, seventh one Dana Vijnana Yoga, eighth one Akshar Pabba Yoga, the ninth one Kshetra Grabha Yoga, 10th one 10th one Vaibhava Vibhakti Yoga, 11th one Vishwarupa Yoga. Everything is called as yoga. It's not just doing pranayama and sitting, all those things. For attaining the spirituality, we need to follow the yoga. So, he has teached the yoga system to attain the spiritual kingdom, the difference between fruitive work and empiric knowledge. The ways and means of attaining spiritual realization, the four ashramas, that is namely the student life, the householder life, that is brahmachari, grihastha, and the retired life, vanaprastha, and the renounced life, sannyasasrama. These are the four ashramas. The sublime position of the supreme personality of Godhead. The process of seeing him eye to eye, the bona fide candidate for receiving knowledge, the consideration of the five elements. These five, what are the five elements? Panchabhuta. Panchabhuta means not Daya, we say devil thing, not that Bhuta. Bhuta means everybody thinks devil. It's not that devil. Bhuta means five things, elements. Panchabhuta means air, that is Vayu, Agni, fire, sky, that is because of the sky only we are able to hear Dhvani, sound is there. If sky is not there, that is a vacuum. If vacuum is there, we are able to hear. And water, Jalam, Varuna. Like this we have five elements. These are called as Earth. Sorry, I forgot Earth, Bhumi. That is also one of the this thing. So we need to follow like that. Tattva means fact. Tattva means fact. Fact. You need to know about the fact.
No, this is a Pancha Tattva we call, no?
Panchabhuta, not Panchatattva. Not Pancha. Again, knowing in detail, we are doing the facts. All the five elements you are knowing in the facts. That is Panchatattva. But as an element, they are Panchabhutas.
Indra's senses.
Yeah, Jnanendriya, not Indra. Indra is that is Devan. Indriya. Indra is senses. Indra is senses. So, the process of seeing him to eye to eye, the bona fide candidate for receiving knowledge, the concept of five elements, the unique position of intelligence, the consciousness of the material nature, and the living entity. The unique position of intelligence is whatever only we human beings have the intelligence. Other insects, worms, animals, trees, they don't have intelligence. They have intelligence only to the very limited this thing. They can identify their food and have it. They can identify their progeny. They can identify if cows are there. Now here it is, we are kept in a restricted area. If they kept open, it can recognize its own calf. It can recognize its own calf. And calf also can recognize mother. This type of limited intelligence is given. Even for dogs or any animals, only limited intelligence is given. Whereas we are extra intelligent. We are extra intelligent, we are misusing it. We are misusing the intelligence in all wrong ways. So we need to restrict ourselves and use it for only good purposes for dharma. It's not that you should not have any desires or you should not have, earn in crores. You can earn in crores, you can have any number of desires. But you should get it in the form of dharma only. That earning should be in the path of dharma, not by looting somebody or stealing somebody or borrowing from bank and not paying them. All those is the wrong things. You should never do that one. Even if you borrow from somebody and you don't pay, in this life you might may not pay. Again, you will take another life to repay that one. So we don't want to take another birth. That is called moksha, salvation. And also Vyasadeva told about the consciousness of material nature. See, in this material, they are attracted with everything. It's maya, illusion. That is only maya. There's nothing like the separate maya is not. It's illusion, which is not a permanent thing. It will be there for temporary time and it will go away. The government has restricted the vehicles. They have given only 15 years to 18 years only registration. Afterwards, we have to scrap it. Maybe in some cases they extended by another 5 years. But after total 21 years, you have to scrap, forget it. Today you pay for there are lot of costly cars, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crores also, 2.5 crores. In last week's paper, a person who is owning a 2.5 crores car in the Brahmandi Park area, he hit a divider and met with an accident. He escaped, he ran away from there. But car was damaged, somebody was injured, all this has happened. So, same 2.5 crores car, after 21 years, it's a zero. They won't extend it at all. So, everything is temporary. Everyone has its own lifetime. Like we have 100 years life, but it's not guaranteed. The material body is a symptom of the influence of the modes of nature. Like, what are the modes of nature is Satvika guna, Rajasic guna and Tamasic guna. This is not only gunas, means food. Satvika food is there, Rasa food is there, Tamasa food is there. And Samaya, time, Satvika Samaya, Rasa Samaya and Tamasa Samaya. All these things are there. Today, early morning, 3:30 to 8 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, it is Satvika Samaya, Brahmi Murta. At that time, you need to wake up and worship the God. And your mind will be peaceful, no disturbance, and you will be very happy to do worship at that time. Same Satvika Samaya, 8 hours, each of them. Again, Satvika Samaya repeats from evening 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Again, that's the reason in temples everywhere, chanting, bhajans, everything they take place at that time. Between 8 in the morning and 4, it is Rajasic Samaya. You can fulfill all your desires by doing whatever labor you want to do. It's not just like I'm not telling coolies or something like that. You can do whatever labor you have to do. Even as a doctor, you have to do some labor. As an engineer, you have to do some labor, mental thing, or you have a lot of tensions you have to do. You have to work. That is the working time. And evening, 8 o'clock till morning 3 o'clock, it is Tamasic guna. It's not that you are sleeping for the 8 hours. You should not sleep for 8 hours. If you have 2.5 hours sleep between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, that is more than sufficient. Scientists have also agreed that's a deep sleep. Even dream should not be there. Dream should not be there without any disturbance. Mosquito bite also you should not know. Even mosquito bites, let it bite. It's not that if it's biting or sleeping, that much deep sleep will be there. So that sleep is sufficient. But other time you can, like husband and wife enjoy in a different way. Others they discuss, relatives, friends, parents. You can discuss for some time and rest. Because all the daytime you are working for 8 hours and Satvika time also you are doing worship, you will be tired. So exhausted, you work. Or otherwise you can lie down. If you want, you can sleep also. It's not, you should not sleep, there's no restriction. But that is the time in Tamasika, this thing. But today what's happening? Everybody, they are going to customer care centers for second shift, third shift, and thing. They are losing, they don't have sleep then. They are sleeping in the daytime. That should not happen. And see, even in Tirupati, they wake God at 3:30. Suprabhatam. Suprabhatam is 3:30. Not only in Tirupati, all temples. Even here, it is known as Vibhavari Seva. They wake God, but God is not sleeping. God is not sleeping. You know that why? You tell me 2 reasons why God is not sleeping.
We have to maintain everything.
It's like that, huh? You know, you have heard many times. Give a chance to them. You give 2 reasons why God is not paying. Sorry, I have not disturbed you, because even they should know. They should know. That's the reason. Please tell me why, for what reason does not sleep. No January and December. For God, there is no January and December. For Him, all time is same time. For Him, no time is there. For Him, time is under control of God. 2 reasons is, He does not have eyelids. He sleeps closing eyelids. He sleeps by closing eyelids. He does not have eyelids. And other one, second reason is, if He sleeps, He will be sleeping only in Yoga Nidra during the time of annihilation. That is destruction of all the loka, all the Brahmandas. There are crore of Brahmandas, even scientific accept, they say trillions of, for us it's crores of. Trillions of Brahmandas are there. In every Brahmanda, many planets are there. Not just one moon and one this thing. Many planets are there. We can see only sun and moon, but otherwise we can't see other planets. So all these things are existing during when he is not sleeping. That not only he, even Chaturmukha Brahma will be not sleeping. At the time of annihilation, Brahma will be closing eyes and sleeping, but Krishna will be in Yoga Nidra. He will be he will destroy everything. Again, during his rising from Yoga Nidra, he will create everything. That is a final during annihilation. But again, every year we have Chaturmasya. Recently, last Kartika Purnima, it has ended. That 4 months is a rainy season. That season also, that Chaturmasya is because it's not even a fraction of second for him. He'll be in Yoga Nidra, thinking when will all these people, all living beings, whether it is a ant or human being, everybody, they will come back to my home. That is our original home. Where we are living, it is not at all our home. Maybe you have purchased it, you have constructed, whatever you have done, it's fine. But it is not at all your home. That is only temporary thing till your Atma is there in this body. Once Atma goes away, this body is put into garbage or cremation, something like that. But that our original home is only Goloka Vrindavana. Goloka Vrindavana is our original home. There we need to go. Or any Vaikunthas in all Brahmandas. In all Brahmandas, 3 things will be there. Kailasa, Vaikuntha and Brahmaloka will be there. And other planets also. So, whoever goes to any Vaikuntha also, it is equal to salvation. That is what we need to do. So, God will not sleep for those 2 reasons. Only annihilation time when we all, not only just living beings, all the planets also will enter into Krishna's abdomen. We go into his stomach, his Udara will be there. And when creation takes place, will come out. Again, how we will come out? Whatever karma we have done, based on karma, we will be taking next birth during the creation. Not just again, not as a human beings. We will be taking different births according to our karma, papa or punya, what we have done. So, Narada Muni, he was a maid son in the previous creation. In Bhagavath Katha, I think 5th or 6th chapter it had come entirely about Narada Maharshi. He was a maid son. अपने अपने घर में काम वाले रहते पनवाल उठार
Mataji has told that not here is the timeline different is in
sorry
here in the earth is the timeline is different and the
yes time is different.
The Mataji is told that in the January
No. Here the time is different. That is, you are saying January to June, Uttarayana period. It starts somewhere between December, in between the December and June, 6 months. According to our, this will go. And from December 16th onwards till January 15th, it is not the Uttarayana, it is Dhanurmasa period. At that time, Vaikuntha, all the doors will be open for everybody who are living this world. But 6 months, from January 15th to around June 15th or June ending, it will be Uttarayana. At that time, you can see with your naked eye. That one thing you can see with naked eye, sun planet will tilt towards north. He will tilt towards north. You can see that one. And again from June ending till December middle, he will be tilting towards the south side, Dakshinayana. So that is only for our purpose, not for the purpose of the God. So you can see practically you can see with the naked eye. You don't need any binocular, telescope, anything. You can see with the naked eye. It's tilting. So now it is Dakshinayana is going on from December 15th onwards. It will be Dhanurmasa from January 15th. Then also it is Dakshinayana only. Dakshinayana is not over. It is still there till January 15th. From January 16th onwards, it is Uttarayana. Bhishma, now this chapter is about the disappearance of Bhishma. After the Kurukshetra, he is a Ichamrityu. He did not die in the Kurukshetra war. He was only injured and lying on the arrow bed. Only when the Uttarayana comes, he instructs Shanti Parva and Shanti Parva is there. He will instruct Pandavas how to rule the world, what are the facilities you have to provide. All those things he will tell. What is the Dharma path, everything he will tell in detail. That will take 3 years, 4 years for detailed explanation in Mahabharata. Next month I am starting Bhagavad Gita verse by verse. It might take 1.5 to 2 years. So please try to participate that one. Mahabharata will be in evening, but Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Ramana is there on Thursdays. And Mahabharata, it may be another 6 classes. Udyoga Parva is there. After this, I will be entering into Bhishma Parva. Beginning of the Bhishma Parva is the beginning of Bhagavad Gita itself. That itself is Bhagavad Gita will start. Because on the first day only, Arjuna will, before the start of war, he will be in confusion. It's not he is a coward. He's not a coward. Whereas in Virat Parva, Uttara was covered. He was running away. Here, Arjuna tells Krishna, oh Krishna, here in the opposite side, I am seeing all my relatives, friends, forefathers, great grandfathers, fathers, everybody. If I start aiming the arrow, none of them will be alive. None of them will be alive. So I am doing a great sin. What I need to do now? Though Arjuna is also incarnation of Krishna himself. But here, as an ordinary human being, he raises this question. I am doing great sin, I'll be even if I stay in hell for lakhs of years, that my sin will not be over. So what should I do? At that time, taking that as a reason, Krishna tells Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Actually, Krishna tried from his childhood to tell the Bhagavad Gita, teach the Bhagavad Gita. When Yashoda Mata, when he asks when you are 5 years old, Balarama complains, oh mother, Balarama has eaten mud. So she will call Krishna and say, open your mouth and show me you have eaten mud, it seems. So at that time he opens his mouth and shows all the universes in his mouth. And what Krishna thought, she would inquire, who are you, what are you, but she never questioned that one. She fell unconscious and coming to conscious, she hugged him. Oh, great child, you have a lot of powers blessed by the Devatas, she says. She thought it's blessings from Devatas. Krishna is supposed to take care of everyone. So at that time, during Rasa Leela with the gopis, he danced with everybody because every gopika wanted to dance with him. So what he made into so many Krishnas, he danced with everybody. Everybody enjoyed happily, but they never questioned Krishna, who are you? Because they thought he is dancing only with him. They did not see other Krishnas with other gopis. And when he lifted his Govardhanagiri on his left finger, left little finger. They were happy to take shelter under that one. All the coward boys, Yadavas, everybody, they went and took the shelter, but they never questioned who are you, how did you are such a small boy, 7 years old, how could you lift and hold it for 8 days without any water or food? How did you hold? They never asked. And when they were offering to Govardhanagiri, they thought, because before lifting Govardhanagiri, Krishna asked all of them to perform Govardhanagiri puja. So, they, while offering that puja, Krishna appeared all over around the hill. They were offering, they are seeing, but nobody questioned who are you. Like that many times. And when Dhritarashtra also, he said, oh Krishna, I know that you are the supreme, but please, whatever divine vision you are giving me, you please take it out. That fellow was a blind fellow, not only by body, by mind also. He should have asked for to give him moksha or to help in stopping the war and all those things. He never asked those things. You simply asked, you take away my divine vision because I cannot see my sons being killed in the war. That was his this thing. So like that it happened. And when Narada also, he went to Dwaraka, Narada knows that is his supreme God. But he wanted Krishna to tell so that we will all understand in the Kali Yuga. For that purpose, just he put a simple question to the Krishna in Dwaraka. At that time he was with Rukmini. Oh Krishna, you have married 16,108 women. How are you managing them? I am Brahmachari, I do not know anything. I don't have even one wife. But how you are managing so many wives? Where do you stay? How do you stay with them? Oh Narada, I am here. You can go and see with others also. I do not know how they are happy. Then Narada goes to each and every wife. Satyabhama, Jamavati, Vishaka, everybody, all the 16,100. Krishna is there everywhere. Narada knows that he is supreme, he can do like that. But only for us to understand in this Bhagavatam, he has made that situation. Like that, three more, totally 10 Vishwarupas were shown by Krishna during Dwapara Yuga in different ways. Not just what he has shown is to Arjuna. In different ways, like showing all the universe in his mouth, being Krishna with all the Gopikas. And also when Aghasura has swallowed 5 lakh cows and 1,000 cowherd boys. Krishna was been buried in the evening. He has to go back to Gokula. In Gokula, everybody will ask, where are my children? So he himself transformed into many forms. 5 lakh 1,000, 5 lakh cows became, from all the 5 lakh forms, 5 lakh cows came, and from 1,000 cowherd boys came. He went every day going and coming for 1 year, 365 days. This was the testing time for Krishna, because Brahma said, I have not yet created Krishna. When Narada questions, shows to Brahma, see, Aghasura is dead, Krishna killed him. Then Brahma says, where I never created Krishna, how can Krishna kill him? It must be some magic part. Go and see. Then he kidnaps all the 5 lakh cows and 1,000 cowherd boys. Like that, 365 days, Chaturmukha Brahma waited there. Or then Narada Maharshi, go and see in the ground what's happening. He comes down, he sees Krishna is there, all cowherd boys, all cows are there. So immediately he goes and see where he has hidden the original cowherd boy and cows. They are also there. Then he comes running. By that time what happens, you know? Crores of Brahmas will be there, appearing in the sky. Crores of Brahmas. This Brahma, he will come. Oh God, what is this happened? I am the Brahma. From where these Brahmas have come? From where these Brahmas come means, at that time Krishna will tell, oh Chaturmukha Brahma, you have misunderstood me. I am the Krishna. He comes and falls at feet. What you have done is a good thing. My fame has increased in this world. But otherwise, you are the junior most Brahma, our Brahma. Presently, Chaturmukha Brahma who is there, you are the junior most Brahma, they are all seniors. There are Brahmas from other Brahmandas. Every Brahmanda is in Brahmaloka. They have come, I have invited them all for you to understand. Like that he makes. So, like that, Krishna has shown Vishwarupa in different forms, but nobody understood him. That's the reason he has taken the incarnation as a devotee in Kali Yuga this time. About 700 years ago, he has incarnated as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is, when others around him, they called him Bhagwan, Bhagwan, he closed his ears and said, I am not Bhagwan, I am a devotee of God. And he has given us the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is given, and he has instructed to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra on the beat, which is having 108 beats for 64 rounds. So that we will be remembering God at the end of this thing. But now after this 700 years time, we are too busy. We are too busy. You are all fortunate people, lucky people. I am also fortunate. I am telling you, you are listening. But many people are coming and going. I don't blame them. But the reason is, in this Kali Yuga time, everyone has to go back to their workplace, college, school, wherever they need to go. Otherwise, in biometric, this thing, their attendance will be marked as absent or late. They will be painless. We need to earn in lakhs, because whether you go to hospital or wherever you go, you need to spend in lakhs. So you have to earn. For your earnings, you have to go. So at least what you do is, in this Kali Yuga time, if you are not doing now, you start doing it. Because our mind should be peaceful. When our mind is peaceful, whatever duties we are doing, it will be successful. Otherwise, if mind is not peaceful, we will be doing everything in a wrong way, and all negative results will be there. To avoid negative results and to achieve positive results, please chant that mantra for some time. It's not just for some time, it is for our lifetime. But try for that one. When you find it's giving you good results, you can continue, and we need to remember Krishna at the end, so that we get moksha, salvation. That means we will not get any other birth. Earlier I told you that our original home is, Krishna's abode is our original home. We need to go there. Otherwise we will be taking birth after birth. Birth after birth. If we are doing sins, we will take the birth of animals, insects. This is not this is the first time we have born after many lakhs of earlier births. Earlier births was animals, insects, like that. Now, to avoid this one, you should get moksha. Remember, go to moksha. Or if you do punya, you go to other planets, higher planets. For moon, we don't need any rockets or satellites, what presently scientists are using. Every atma goes, of ant or any animal or human being, first goes to moon planet. There, based upon karma, it will go into different planets again. Whether we may go, based on our punya, we go to Indraloka, Brahmaloka, all those things, enjoy them and come back again here. But not as human beings. By the remaining water, papa also is there. We take some other birth. If really we have done something good, we may take human birth. But we can't expect anything now. We can't say anything now. It all depends what we are. And this papa and punya can be executed only in this karma bhumi, on the earth. Nowhere else. Even if you go to other lokas, you will enjoy and come back. You cannot do anything. If you have some crores of rupees with you, you can all over the world, you can own a plane, you go to any place, you can stay in 5-star or anything. But once that is exhausted in your pocket, you need to earn again. Like that, even punya is also the same thing. When you go to other lokas, you enjoy them. As soon as diminish, you come back here. But come back here means again not human. We do not know what life we will take. So again in this sloka, it also tells about the other rishis who are present when Bhishma. This verse is about, main thing is, this verse is about Bhishma leaving to the eternal world. Eternal world, he was waiting for Uttarayana period. Uttarayana period will commence only after June. But somewhere in February or March, sometimes depending upon our Sanatana calendar, it changes. So he waits till the Bhishma Ekadasi, it is named as Bhishma Ekadasi, till that time. In this time, he will narrate all the dharma, righteous part to Pandavas. How to live in this world, what are the things he has to do, how to take care of people, everything he will explain. He knows everything because we have done after our PG studies, we must have done some super qualification, whether in the medical field or whatever specialties we have done. So it all takes about 15 years after intermediate. Whereas Bhishma has scholar for 36 years, 12 years with Brihaspati, 6 years with Shukracharya, 6 years with Vastamarshi, 6 years Parshurama, the ending 6 years again with Shukracharya. Lord, 36 years is scholar, he knows complete Veda, everything he knows. Because of Krishna's intention, he was on Adharma's side. But otherwise he knows everything, so he teaches everything. He teaches everything. So when he is departing to the other world, many rishis, nearly about 20 rishis in detail I have given yesterday's last 3 days slokas, I have narrated them. In today's again 3 more rishis also arrived over there to see the departure of Bhishma Deva. And Bhishma Deva, in the presence of Krishna, he left this world, but he has went back his own planet. He is there are 8 Vasus are there, Devatas. Out of the 8 Vasus, he is the last Ashtavasu. So he will go back to his own planet and join there, doing the service of as a devotee to God. He will be doing there. And all these Ashtavasus who are there, they are the treasure house, not Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi worshipper, she gives us Ashta Aishwarya, Sakala Aishwarya, not Ashta Aishwarya, it is Sakala Aishwarya. All wealth. All wealth means not just this wealth. All wealth is first is bhakti. She gives all bhakti, devotion in God. She gives all strength for doing this devotional service. She gives all health for again doing the devotion. She gives all renunciation. All renunciation means generally people what I think is take out these clothes, wearing saffron clothes, doing all this. Maybe many fake swamis are there. That is not sannyasa at all. Living as a grihastha, we are all grihasthas, even I am a grihastha. Staying in as a householder, staying at home, you need to take care of your elder parents, mother-in-law, father-in-law, you have to take care of your husband or wife, whatever it is, and your children. You have to do all your duty in your righteous path. While doing this one, you have n number of desires. N number of desires you can have, but results of those desires you should renunciate. Whether it is successful or not successful, leave it to the God. Leave it to God. Oh God, it is up to you to bless me. That's all. When you come over here, you need not express your desires. Even if you express his desire, it's nothing wrong. But he may not. If you express today, he won't give you to today. Maybe after a week, 1 month, a year, or a decade, or in a next life. But we don't want next life because what happens we do not know in next life. So better you don't express this. He will take care of us. Leave it to him. Whatever happens, it's happened. It's good for us. So there was also one just moral story. One king was there. He was called. Everybody should praise him always. And also there was one minister under the king. He should say, whatever happens, happens. It is for our good. You should say that one. Once what happens, accidentally his one of the finger is gone. Finger is cut off. So, and at that time he goes for hunting. When the finger is cut off, this minister will say, "Oh king, whatever happens, it is our food." Then he calls his army people and he said, "You put them in the jail because my finger is cut." He is saying it is good. You put him in the jail. And with the other ministers, he goes for hunting. There what happens, instead of hunting, tribals will be there. Tribals, they want to sacrifice a human body to their devata. They see this, all these army people are there and king is there. They they catch them, bind them and take to their place for sacrifice. So at the time of sacrifice, one tribal notices that king is not having finger. King is not having finger. So he tells his leader, "Oh leader, his finger is cut off. We cannot sacrifice him because Angahina. If any part of the body is not there, Angahina, they cannot be sacrificed. You cannot sacrifice the king." Others they were sacrificed in for their devata, but king was let off. King comes running with happiness, enjoyment, and tears in eyes. Not because he was saved. Out of happiness, he's getting tears of the eyes, and he comes and he immediately asks other these things to bring that minister who was kept in the jail. And when he comes out, he he tells that minister, you have done you told a real right thing. What happens is good. On that day when you told, I thought you were doing something wrong. I put him in jail. But today you see, you have saved me. I am saved. So like that, when something is not happening also, it is for our good only. It is for our good only. So like that we have to take. And here also, Kashyapa Muni is also there, who is also one of the Prajapatis. Originally 14 Prajapatis were, there are 21 Prajapatis, but originally 14 Prajapati was created by Chaturmukha Brahma during the creation. So this Prajapati also has come over there for seeing the this thing. And his he received a presentation of the whole world from Parshurama, and later asked Parshurama to go out of the world. Like that. Angirasa, the Maharishi Angirasa is also known as the Brihaspati, the priest of demigods. He also comes over there to see that Bhishma is going away. Like this, different rishis who are very, very great, everybody has come seeing departure. So with this, today's verse, 8th verse in 9th chapter of Bhagavatam is completed. Before dispersing for today, we shall chant Hare Krishna mantra 5 times and then disperse. Swasti prabhya prayantyam nyayena margena mahi mahishaha go brahvastu nityam samasta loka sukhino bhavantu kayena vacha manasendrivya buddhyatpate swabhavat karomi yidyat pasmai naranatu sarpayami Srimannarata sarpayami sarvam Sri Krishnastu mangalam 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 nitya mangalam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please chant loudly, please. Hare Krishna mantra loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Sri Radha Gopinath ki, Jai Sri Jagannath Baldev Subramai ki, Jai Sri Nrsimha Bhagwan ki, Jai Sri Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jai Sri Panchatattva ki, Jai Sri Madhbhagavad Granth ki, Jai Sri Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Jai Sri Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. This is all